How receptive they were on the first day?
Oh, very. They're very good. We knew the guys, were in good shape anyway, just being in contact with guys, and then a lot of guys being around working out in September, so we knew we didn't have any conditioning issues, which is good. And so nothing surprised us. Now, as we look around now and feel like we were wrong, we were right. The guys are in good shape. We went hard, really hard. Made some fatigue mistakes and stuff like that, but overall it was very good.
What were you looking to accomplish specifically today? Was the focus primarily on defense in your eyes, or simply general concepts?
No, both. Yeah, just general concepts. As I said a couple times, we had some guys around for summer league, in the gym watching things like that. So nothing today was completely new or anything like that. Other than the first time you guys actually got on the floor and did it, guys have seen what we're trying to do. So, but it was overall very good.
Scott, you just split the starters up just to get a look at different things.
I don't have any starters yet.
No starters?
No, not yet.
So every
we don't have
job's
a game yet.
Every job's open.
It's always open. It's always open. You never know what you're going to see. I mean, there's some things. Obviously, I'm not trying to pull the rug out from underneath some guys, but we'll be playing all kinds of lineups for at least the first few games and just kind of see where we're at.
You want to see defensive improvement. Is that scheme? Is it technique? Is it want to, or a combination of all those things?
Yeah, there's no, want to is a big part of it, but we don't have any issues with that here. I mean, these guys want to. They want to do the right thing. But yeah, just schemes and getting a comfort level and trusting each other. Hopefully getting to a point where everybody knows not only their own responsibilities, but the other guy's responsibilities. And so, if there is a breakdown, the person who broke down automatically knows it was him, and can communicate that to teammates that you need to be in the right spot next time, stuff like that. But again, the want to is not the problem.
You're also trying to reinforce a mindset of that's first and foremost, that you have to play defense to play here.
Yeah, absolutely. Defend and rebound, and we have enough athletes. I mean, we'll score enough points if we can get the other teams down to a reasonable number. And like I said, the really positive thing is there's it's a willing group. They're willing. They want to learn. They want to get better.
Anybody surprise you in a good way today?
Not really. Everybody was good. We got tired at the end, but that's understandable. We went pretty hard, but everybody did something.
How much of your practice plans at this stage of your career is you, and how much is it from the input of coaches that you have throughout the year?
Oh, I would imagine anybody that coaches takes things from coaches they played for or players they played with, things like that. So I don't know about a percentage of that. Our practice plans, obviously, nowadays you can't have contact, 2 practices in a row or in the same day. So this afternoon, it'll be different. But we will cover a lot of the things we covered today. This morning, we just want to do it in contact. But then, as we get into an exhibition game, as time goes on, the plans change, and you get more focused on kind of like. Okay, we had a game last night, you're looking at tape, you're going through with the staff, what do we need to work on, what do we need to shore up, and then things change accordingly.
Have you always been hands-on, and your staff hands-on, because you guys were like right on the floor, right?
No, I used to be sort of the Bear Bryant where I was up in the tower, but that didn't go over real well. Oh yeah, I mean that's what coaching is. I want my guys to coach. I don't want to hire a bunch of statues, guys standing around doing nothing. And we'll always be like that. We'll be on the floor at all times, working with the guys, trying to help them get better.
Is it because they're younger?
No, not really. I think that we have the same approach. There are certain things that we're covering. Maybe even if you had a team like the Spurs or something, they come back the same year, run the same things. I'm not sure why they would even need training camp, to be honest. And they're more concerned with resting for June and things like that. That's obviously not where we're at.
I know you your whole life. You've been through thousands of practices, but this is your first one in after being away for a couple of years. Was that hit you at all, or did you think about back in the mix now?
Not really. I don't think. I don't think from a coaching standpoint you could really get rusty or anything like that. I felt comfortable, but I've been here. I mean, that's the thing. I've been here the whole summer, and the guys have been in the gym. So that's really the good thing is we were able to already start forming relationships with guys and things like that. So there's no strangers here, which is good. We feel like we have a good handle on their games and things like that. and hopefully it's true. Hopefully.
Any
How
team
comfortable-
leaders stick out?
how comfortable
Any
did,
team leaders stick
Not
out?
really, not yet. I mean, we've got, you know, everybody has a voice. I mean, it's a pretty vocal team right now. Hopefully that'll carry over. I felt like watching from afar, that was, you know, the camera would pan, you know, during a timeout, and the coaches would maybe out in their little huddle, and it would go by the huddle, and the 5 guys that were in the game would be sitting there in silence, you know, and that's generally not good. And it's something we talked about already, but, you know, they were talking a lot today. They were into it. But just because you're talking doesn't mean you're a leader. So we have a young team. We'll just see if time goes on if somebody sort of emerges in that role.
Did Mario look comfortable? Did he get in there fluidly, having not been here?
Yeah, he looked good. He's in great shape. Just, you know, he's trying to learn. You know, we only scrimmaged for a little bit at the end, like full-on scrimmage like that. So most of it was a lot of drill work and things like that. And so it's not like anybody can really shine in that type of environment. But yeah, he looked good.
Chairman said yesterday that the communication with you has been really good. Like you really expressed to him what you expect out of him, and players appreciate that. Has that kind of been your mission? You want them to
But
know?
that's not what people say about me. People like you all, you make that stuff up.
Well, Channing said the communication's been great.
Yeah. Well, he's an easy guy to talk to. I mean, he's a bright guy, and you know, he's been around. He understands the league. So he's might not be as challenging as someone else to talk to. You know, as I said, he's a bright guy. He's easy to talk to.
You make clear what
He's a
you
guy.
want.
Yeah, and he's a guy that. It's hard to say on the first day of camp like what his role is going to be. That's what we're talking about. But, you know, what he does is what he does. He's a three-point shooter. And, he's come to camp. He's in really good shape. And you know, we got to find a way to get him out there and use that because he's one of all the big people in the league. He's one of the best.
The fun there at the end, is anybody ever taking you up on your left-handed shot?
Oh yeah, they will at some point. They'll take me up on it at some point. Yeah.
Do you think the perception of you as a player, where you're fiery and all this other stuff, is carried over to coaching? Do people have it wrong about you?
Oh, I don't know. I was just kind of joking. I don't know if that's wrong or not, but you know, I like to think I'm just more businesslike than anything else. You know, I mean, I'm 51 now. I'm not 32 anymore, 28 or anything like that. And but there's a time, you know, there's a time and place for every sort of reaction. You know, the trick is to find the right time. And if you're gonna you know, be a little bit more conversational. You hope that's the right way to do it. If you got to, you know, get into somebody a little bit, you hope it's the right time. You know, and those are tough things to know. You just hope you have a feel for your guys and you do those things at the right time.
How did you, today, was there a specific instance where you attempted to stress accountability? Maybe you weren't saying, oh, I've got to stress accountability here, but maybe was there a point in a drill where?
No, not really. I mean, we've talked about it. You know, that, you know, ideally when teams are really good, the players tend to hold themselves accountable, and not that the coach can just sit over there, but the really good teams, that tends to happen. Young teams like this, you know, maybe I have to hold them accountable a little bit more. But I've said it many times already. I mean, these are good guys. You know, these are really good guys. They have good hearts. They want to do the right thing. I don't sense that. It depends. Actually, Josh, it depends on what you mean by holding the guy accountable. Just stopping a play and telling the guy we don't do it this way, we do it that way. That's one way of holding the guy accountable.
That's right.
Another way is it happens too many times. You take the guy out of the game, and you know you hope it doesn't get to those kind of points. And I don't sense it will.
Thanks, Coach.
Good to see you, Coach.